Let's begin with the history or the background of Grand East. Grand East is a region of France in the country's northeast, named in 2016, and it is the union of three regions, which is Alsace, Champagne-Ardenne, and Lorraine. Grand East, bordered by the Hauts-de-France to the northwest, Ile-de-France to the west, Luxembourg to the north, Germany to the east, and Switzerland to the southeast. Grand East is the sixth largest region in France, and the capital of Grand East is Strasbourg. It is not a surprise to know that France is the world's most popular tourism destination, with the world-class art and architecture, sensational food, beautiful countryside, and staggering amount of history. Here are the short list of top tourist spots. Number 1. Cathedral Notre Dame de Strasbourg. It is one of the historical cathedrals in Strasbourg and also known for its magnificent Romanesque and Gothic architecture. It is amazing how people 100 years ago, with only simple tools, managed to build this spectacular cathedral at 142 meters, and it is about 466 feet, and it was the tallest building from 1647 until 1874. The carved arch and ornaments made of local red sandstone in the cathedral are particularly lovely. The stained glass window may hold a visitor's attention for a considerable amount of time. Number 2 is La Petite Venise. La Petite Venise is created in 1642, which is 2 years after the launching of the Grand Canal. This complex was intended to house the shipbuilding shed. The site of Little Venice, where the Guild of Sailors of Versailles was housed, dissolved after the Revolution and was transformed into suburbs under Louis Philippe. La Petite Venise is called Little Venice in France as its famous Italian city of Venice. It is quite famous for its architectural vegetation and colorful house and eatery courtyard. It is also known as a vineyard. Number 3. Centre Pompidou Metz. It is a modern and contemporary art museum in Metz, which is a branch of the Pompidou Art Center in Paris. Centre Pompidou Metz is a semi-permanent and temporary exhibition from the large collection of the French National Museum of Modern Art and the largest European collection of 20th and 21st century arts. The museum is the largest temporary exhibition space outside Paris in France, with 3 galleries. It is designed by a Japanese architect in 2007 and was built by French President Nicolas Sarkozy in 2010.
Okay, next we go to the famous food Grand S. Okay, in this famous food we got 2, which is one is the tart au mirables, which is a chocolate pastry or pastry juicy mirable plums, which is made by plums that we can group up and we arrange that in a one circle, and then we place the plum on the bed pastry cream or creamy custard. Then that is sprinkled with the powdered sugar Then we put some caramelized under the boiler or which is blow torch. This dessert actually went to the ultimate French dessert, associated with the region of the Lorraine and Alsace. And the last one is the etymology of the mirror means the wondrous beauty. For the second one, food that we got is a biscuit roasterians. Okay, what is biscuit roasterians? Actually, it's a traditional French dish which is been found since 1691. And this biscuits roast refers not the flavor but the colors one. But then we got the since it's repeated twice, the process gives it a characteristically crunchiest consistency, which is enjoyed with a cup of tea or use a key ingredient in the preparation of a chocolate cake. And the last one, we got the traditionally, the biscuit actually can often dip into the glass of champagne or local wines. Okay, actually the ones that we are called is the champagne one. So what is a champagne? Champagne is actually the wine that we can go in the grand as okay as known as the gold standard of the sparkling wine, or we can produce it by method champenoise, which secondary fermentation is done in a bottle with the addition of a yeast and rock sugar. And a bottle of champagne has around 49 million bubble and formed during the second fermentation process. So that these two ingredients react to form carbon dioxide. So it's not halal. And we got another subject, which is we got the festival celebrated by the resident of Grand S. Is actually the first one. We also get a Christmas market where which called a Christkindlesmarkt, which have been exist since 1570. This Christmas market, or we call it a Infant Jesus, has been held in the city Strasbourg, and Alsace will formerly a part of the Holy Empire, and also it's running this Christmas market actually in the city, which is worked in the 1990 or 2000 like that. There are currently more than 50 stall Christmas market outside of the Alsace that are open every day. Each year, 27 million people are thought to visit this Christmas market in France. For the second festival, we go is the Festival International du Film Statistique de Giraudme. Okay, what is this festival? Since 1994, Giraudme in the Basque region of the France has hosted an annual international festival of horror and science fiction movie at the end of January. So this festival are accompanied in a horror and also in science fiction, which is it took place of a previous movie festival that was hosted in Avoriaz, which is 20 years from 1973 until 1993. Okay, it was known as the Fantastica because it's a meaning of the fantastic art.
Next will be interesting facts and famous sports. June 2014, the France president François Hollande unveiled a plan to cut the number of regions in metropolitan France from 21 to 13. The regional bureaucracy redundancies were to be addressed and expenses were to be cut through the reorganization. Next up is the Rhine River. Despite being a landlocked country, Grand East enjoys excellent access to the North Sea via the Rhine River. Rhine River is the largest river in Central Europe. The river begins in the Swiss canton of Graubünden and flows through the German Rhineland and Netherlands. It eventually empties into the North Sea.
Un pato que va cantando alegremente cuá cuá cuando se encuentran.
Previous shown was Pinot Blanc. The prominent white wine produced here include Riesling, Gewürztraminer, Sylvaner, Auxerrois, and Pinot Blanc, but the most magnificent of them all is Champagne. Here shown is a picture of Sylvaner, Riesling, Auxerrois, and Gewürztraminer. Next on is famous sports. The sport dynamics of Grand East. 1.3 million licenses in the 14,000 clubs connected to a federation as well as an equal number of independent practitioners of leisure sports. More than 300 clubs and 1,000 top athletes to follow in national and international competition. A year-round great selection of outdoor activities, whether on land, in water, or the air. Grand East also benefit from all the sporting, festive and tourism advantages for hosting numerous delegations as part of the 2024 Olympic preparation and taking advantage for the global effect of the game. The Grand East at the starting block and is mobilizing all the strength of its region to make the Olympic adventure one of the main strengths of its attractiveness. There is a lot to see here for hikers, ramblers, and bird watchers, particularly at the Bocage Champenois, where during migratory season over 40,000 cranes can be observed. Additionally, there are activities like hot air ballooning, canal cruises, horseback riding on the numerous lakes, cycling, and boating. In the Vosges in Gueretma, there is a ski resort called La Moussaline. It began operation in 1958 with 3 tracks and today has about 21 tracks. For example, snowshoeing, ski touring, dog sledding, ice climbing, tobogganing, ice racing, and snowmobiling. That's all from our group. Thank you so much.